All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Shelf, and today I had a little realization, and I did the natural thing when you think you might have found something new, and I Googled it, and to my surprise, there was nothing within 15 seconds on the first page of Google results. Um, so I figured I would document and share it, and presumably get laughed at. Eh, I don't know. I feel like StarCraft is pretty friendly. I don't think I'll get laughed at, but I don't really expect this to be new. But in case it is, I am here. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is not by any means a perfect test, but it should kind of demonstrate the point. Um, I think you can spread creep substantially faster with a nidus worm than with a creep tumor. With one nidus, because you can put down as many worms as you'd like out of one nidus. And I think the fastest way to spread creep is technically doing it like that, right when it comes up. But as you can see, the nidus worm creep is already pulling ahead pretty substantially. And these are going in a straight line. I think they are far enough apart as to not interfere with each other. And yeah, Nidus getting pretty far ahead. Now, in a second, I will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of this, because I think there's a reason it hasn't been publicized. I'm sure I'm not really the first person to do this in a 10-year-old game. Um, so coming up to the end here, and that, not exactly the right spot, but yeah. So substantially faster. And again, this isn't really how you'd spread creep. You'd let it fully spread and then you'd do the tumor. I don't think I need to explain that very much. Um, but yeah, tumor is still a good way behind. Um, so like this is nice because it's faster, um, but you lose the advantages of these not being creep tumors. Uh, they're not stealthed. Enemies don't need detection. They can send a couple Marines or some Zealots or whatever to clean it up and just, a move through them all. But I did come up with one thing I think this could be somewhat useful for. Um, as you can see, this is just a straight line test. Like, really, you'd be, you know, navigating your way through the map with your creep. Um, which these could certainly still do. Um, but something I've found is if you just need to pave a road to the enemy's base, I think these are a decent option. And as soon as this finishes, I'll actually go ahead and pull over a queen to show you what I've got in mind. There we go. We can call that done. It's just about there. I didn't time it. I could edit in a timer, but we'll see. Um, yeah, if you go every other one, and I actually want to clear out all of these to demonstrate this point. And again, this isn't really it doesn't feel super practical because it implies that you're, paving a giant square. And I feel like map designers deserve a little more credit than making giant squares. But if we go ahead and spread these out fully, we can see that with a creep tumor at every other one, it just about fills in everything. I want to say you might get a tiny little gap in the middle, but that doesn't matter too much. And now, so we've placed down the creep tumors next to all of these, and I'm not saying you'd need to kill them all yourself, because these are still nidus worms, and ooh, nidus worm tail. It is still, yeah, it kind of begs the point of like if you're paving a road with nidus worms, why not just take the nidus worm? Um, which is why I think it can be good to then lay down all the creep tumors, but at the same time you could just spread creep. Well, you could. I could not. I am trying to get out of silver, and this is this should not be my priority. Fortunately, it's not my priority. Uh, but yeah, so this was a little thing I found. I'm gonna Google around a little more before I upload this, because it's a 10-year-old game. But yeah, I figured, you know, in case some people don't know about this, I'd go ahead and share it a little. And yeah, I feel like it could see. It's one of those really niche things, It's trying to think of a. It's the what is it? It's lifting a command center and bringing it over to the enemy and making it into a planetary. Like it shouldn't work, and then for some reason, one game out of every 15,000 there happens to be a situation where that's actually the move. And I say one game out of every 15,000 because I see myself oscillating back down to bronze every now and then, and I think it's going to be about a 15,000. Hope it's going to be a 15,000 game thing. Oh man, that fell apart. Wow. Okay. Oof. Anyway, my name is Shelf, and yeah, take care. See you on ladder.